I just did this fucking video, and I don't want to do it again, but I'll do it again because it's not right and it's not fair. And if you can like this or don't, I don't have any obligations, and I don't care. You could cancel fucking me. I've already been canceled. But how? The thing about fucking the woke people, whatever their endless bullshit it is a fucking trend. They're they're doing a disservice to lesbians and gays and gay men, homosexuals, and they're just they don't even embrace them. It's more about it's all about this fucking androgyny or this and it seems to be mostly men that want to turn into women. And if somebody should ask you a scientific or slash religious question in to a celebrity, just it's best not to even fucking answer because you give them a religious slash scientific fucking answer to their question, and all of a sudden you get fucking canceled. It's like, well then go after fucking churches then, because the church is your fucking enemy, not celebrities and shit like that. But that's not even what it is. They don't care about you. You don't care about the woke people. Aren't even woke people. Whatever the fuck that means. It's an excuse to make a witch hunt out of people for what seemed to be no reason. Just, I mean, for instance, Alice Cooper just said some shit, and I don't even think it's really. You can't cancel the guy. He's 75 fucking years old. He's got 28 fucking records. You can't cancel him. What are you gonna cancel? Are you gonna stamp out the Beatles or stamp out Alice Cooper and go get his fucker? You can't cancel. He put his fuck on it. But I mean, you're the one guy from the Offspring called him a fucking bigot. It's like, wait a minute, watch your fucking mouth. You know how you gonna you can't go around calling people bigots either. When he gave an answer that your father should have given you. He basically said, and it's the truth. I mean, you have a kid, and you tell the kid, and now you got like, and you tell the kid, okay, you're a boy, but you can be anything you want to in this world. You know, if you save up enough money and we can make a trust fund for you, you can turn into mommy. No, you fucking can't. You're a little boy. You've got those parts. God made the decision. Deal with it. Okay? You don't menstruate. You don't have ovaries that get inseminated. You don't carry to term a child and push it out you know what I'm saying? You don't leak titties. You don't have maternal instincts. You're not a woman. Now, all my life it's been you want to fucking cross dress and be a drag queen even that's fucking great because you do it in secret mostly, or you do it in certain clubs. And I'm all about that because it's like it's dress up time and it's playtime, and you could fuck with your dick sexually. But it seems like most drag queens and people like that know that they're not women. Maybe they're and that's what they're doing, experiencing another side of their dick. You know, they're not these deluded people. I'm a fucking woman. No, you fucking aren't. Okay? Hitler tried to do that shit, gender reassign people. One day maybe science can do that, but it's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? And where are and women stay the fuck out of it because they're like, I don't even want to. It's like, I'm a fucking woman and not a woman. Ask women what they think. Then you're gonna what? Cancel female? It's like when you try to cancel fucking Alice Cooper, you're kind of canceling yourself, aren't you? Think about it. I mean, well then okay, let Alice Cooper be judged by a fair jury of just women then. How's that? You know what I mean? Why should he be judged by a jury of men that think they're fucking women? You sound like you got a mental disorder. You're not a fucking woman. You can only go as far as you can go, and science will allow you. Look at fucking Bruce Jenner. He got a brain real quick and turned his own. Fuck that. They didn't turn their backs on him. He turned his back on them because he said it. He basically said it in so many cryptic words that shit is phony. They don't give a fuck about me. They don't give a fuck about your dick or your dick turning into a pussy or whatever. You call him a fucking bigot because he gave you a scientific fucking answer? And I don't even care if this shit's real or not. It's like, it's like And it's not the reporter's fault. I mean, maybe sometimes they give loaded questions to people, but the way he asked them was off the cuff, and he gave them a religious slash scientific fucking answer. And it's like, the church is your enemy, you know? Do you think women give a fuck? Ask women. And I'm just talking right now, I mean, because you don't really, and women that want to turn into men, they still don't even get involved. They're like, I'm not fucking with that. First of all, put my shit on public blast and woke and this and that. It's like, you don't, and you know, where do we draw the line between your political rights and valid gender rights? Like, you get to vote on this shit. It's like, well, wait a minute, just this past year we were talking about revisions to abortion. I don't want woke people fucking voting on what they think of abortion. I don't really want men to vote on what they think of abortion. You know what I mean? I mean, but, most people have a fucking brain, and that's a safe thing. But you get these other people in, and it's like, well, start telling everybody that you must bring to term a fucking make-believe baby that this woman is gonna now have. It's like that. You don't give a fuck. You don't even acknowledge that she's the mother. She's the birth giver. You can have an opinion. Do you see what I'm saying? How insane it is? And it is a trend. It's just like it's an excuse to witch hunt innocent people for no fucking reason. But that's hilarious, though. Alice Cooper is like trying to cancel, the fucking Beatles or something. It's like they assassinated Lennon, but you still can't revoke all the shit he did, or McCartney or Alice Cooper. I mean, because he just gave a logical answer. You want me to give a fake comic book answer? I mean, and doesn't it matter that he is a man after all? Doesn't his opinion get taken into consideration? He's a fucking bigot? I'd break your fucking jaw. Or, how do you fucking know what he is? How are you even speaking on it? It doesn't matter any way you look at it. You're talking about minus plus equals fucking X, and X now equals, it's like, what? This shit can't be real. I think they just write it just to write it. It's like, if you asked me straight up, I'd just tell you, listen, I support gay rights. That's it. I don't know what the fuck else they do because I'm not from that planet. You know what I mean? I'd say it nicer. If somebody asked me, I'm not Alice Cooper, but if somebody asked me and I had any kind of fame, I'd say, who? The what? The woke? I don't know. It's not I don't know. I ain't saying shit. But I mean, really, no, I wouldn't. I'd probably tell you. I'd tell you as gently as you can understand. And it's always been that way. It's like, I'd rather give a good interview. I know you're not supposed to tell people, not to do drugs, but I can't help. Just like the Beastie Boy says, yeah, I smoke cheap. It helps me with my brain. I might be a little dusted, but I'm not insane. You know what I mean? I'd rather say it like that rather than tell you to do drugs. I just can't help myself. Or shit like that. It's like you're trying to give an interview, and it's like, what do you like to do for fun, Aaron? When the money gets right, I'd probably have to tell you what everybody else says. Oh, I like to ride my bike and read books. I'm sorry, this is a boring interview. I wish I could give you more, but they'll put me in the electric chair. Well, go ahead. Tell us what you really do off the record. What do you really like to do throughout the week? What I like to do? Is that thing off? I like to take amphetamines and mix them up with barbiturates. Go on usually 3-day benders and sleep for about 6 days after that. But during the bender, I just walk around my house naked, edging my dick all fucking day. If a girl's not there, scouring porn networks, bothering other users, sending people fucking texts all about my dick. Usually I get a little crazy on the second day and I start hallucinating, and that's when I lock the doors up tight and and then I just crash. I'll eat 8 milligrams of Xanax and do it all over again. But I can't tell you that in an interview. That's what I really like to do. It sucks. I mean, I've learned what I've learned. You can't even put a price on. But it's still, maybe my brain's not going as fast as it should. It's like, how do you give good interviews, or how do you say what you feel without pissing off the holy, invisible dickheads that are just, looking to fry an ass. It's not even cool to do that. I mean, consider Alice Cooper's age, though. Even, I mean, he's I can't think today. My mind is fucked. It's too hot. But he's my not superior, but elder. Yeah, he's my fucking elder. So I respect that. I come from a little bit of an older school too, and it's like, you know, I'm nowhere near 70, but it's like you know. Go ask a person on the street what they think about that, a 70-year-old person. They're like, first of all, it doesn't even apply to me at this age. And in my day, that shit was like sci-fi fantasy. And I don't really care in the first place, but if you want to know. And, you know, respect his age, respect his gender. All these people, we're going to cancel you. It's like, well, if you're going to do me like the Nuremberg trials, I want a fucking decent, you know. I mean, does anybody fall for this shit? But they did. Someone should go back and look, you know, who has access to a computer, to look and see how many people were actually really fried by misspeaking or telling the truth accidentally. I'm a fucking woman. Okay, dude, whatever gets you through tonight. And I'm a fucking yeah. And I'm Jim Morrison, dude. Okay, I might sound a little bit like him, but I'm not Jim Morrison. He died when he was 27. Beautiful little boy. But that's a little boy to me now. You know what I'm saying? That's a little boy. And that's what it is. It's like, no, you're not. Yes, little buddy, you could be a fucking dragon, or you could be a unicorn, or you could be a sprite fairy. What you really will, if you believe. No, dude, just deal with what life has given you. I mean, how many times have you stopped and said, if I just had a pair of titties, I could take over this fucking world? You know? Or if my dick was just 3 inches fucking bigger, I could be in the movies. Or something like that. You just have to deal with what you got and realize that life is not that great for those people that do have it in the first place. It's better to be, I don't know. They cancel this, they cancel that. It's a pain in the fuck. See, I mean, but it does. You see how they pull this shit? And it does. He's trying to promote a new box set or something, and he's trying to promote this. And it's not just him, it's anybody trying to promote your new movie, trying to promote your book, and this shit springs up. He's been canceled, or we're going to, and it's like, oh, don't do this right now. In the middle of this fucking movie, it opens in 2 days. You know? But, I mean, once you get in the business, you could probably see that coming a mile away. You'd be like, I'm not doing interviews till this movie gets reviewed, and we'll see what it does. I won't step, you know? But it's like they're always looking to fry somebody. Somebody else calls somebody else a bigot. Well, if I can't put my hands on them, how the fuck? You shouldn't be able to talk shit either like that. Call someone a racist or a bigot or this or that. You could say that shit in the privacy of your own home, but you say that in the press. I call him at home. I'd be like, I will break your fucking nose. How dare you speak for me, speak for the bitches, and how dare you speak? Why? Do you have a pussy, sir? You play guitar for what band? Do you have a pussy? Well, then how the fuck does your opinion matter? You know, that dude from The Offspring will be like, well, pull your pants down. Okay, I suspect there's a dick there, is there? Okay, yeah. So what the fuck does your opinion matter? You're a bigot. Because I told you the truth? Hey, you know, I'm sorry, I'll do better to lie to everybody and fill them with sugar-coated bullshit that means nothing. And give fucked up interviews, and you could threaten to cancel me while I'm trying to do work for the company or whatever. It's fucking ridiculous.